It's easy, my wife. More than anything, she's been there with me since the very beginning. As actors, we face a lot of rejection on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis. We have to have thick skin, but we cannot do it ourselves. If there was any advice I would give an actor, it would be to find a teammate, to find somebody who truly believes in your dreams and is supportive in your dreams.
I remember one time I had an agency meeting with an agent, and the agent told me, like, you know, we don't think you have what it takes to compete with the other actors on our roster. I said, okay, that's their opinion. And I could have easily let that eat me up, and it did a little bit. I mean, that was hurtful because I really wanted to work with this agency. That rejection came, I gave myself a day to fill it. I found my circle of people that I wanted to vent to about it, got to talk it out. But once that day was over, that next day I moved on. I was looking for the next meeting to try to achieve. A month later, I ended up meeting with another agent, and this agency loved me. This agency gave me a shot, and within 2 weeks after that, I was on hold for a SAG commercial. You know, so it's like when you don't allow that rejection to carry over to the next day or carry over to the next meeting, you're now giving yourself another opportunity to be at your best.
I learned something in sales a few years ago that worked really, really well for me, which is that every no is just a step closer to yes. Look at each time someone says no as, hey, there's another one out of the way, and my yes is coming. And so I'm going to be more prepared. I'm going to be more disciplined. I'm going to be more ready for the next one, because that next job that's coming may indeed be better than the one that you just got rejected for.
What's meant for me is for me, and that doesn't matter if I was rejected 1 time or 1,000 times. The right role, the right opportunity, the right connections are going to be placed in front of me when it's time. And of course, it's not always on our time, it's on God's time. I just have to keep in mind that because this is a dream of mine and I really believe that it's for me, I know that it's going to happen, whether it happens today, tomorrow, or 10 years from now.
I understood that I can't do this and not face rejection at some point in my journey, but I also understand that it has very little to do with me as a person or my talents. It's just that I'm not what they're looking for.
It's a part of success. You cannot have success without failure. The two don't go one without the other. Look at all the great stories, and there's always been a part of their journey when they were rejected. So I just look at it as like a time to reflect, learn from it, and man up, get stronger, take that.
I had to deal with it a little differently because the first few roles that I ever auditioned for were plays, and I was cast immediately. I wasn't used to being told no until I got to Los Angeles. And it took me a little bit of time to get used to that whole, well, what was it about me that they didn't like? And once I realized that maybe it's not you, maybe it's them, maybe it's something that the casting director saw in somebody else that they preferred. It had nothing to do with your talent. It had nothing to do with your look. You have to be confident in yourself and know that this is what you want to do. And regardless of any no, know that yes is right around the corner.
I'm constantly telling myself that everything can be used. Regardless if I book the role or not, I may be auditioning for a casting director that I've never read for before. Or even if I have, this is a different role. They're seeing me in a different light and seeing skills portrayed through this character that they may have never seen in me before. There are no missed opportunities. Even with rejection, everything can be used.
To my daughter, 100%. She saved my life, literally and figuratively. She's everything. So when I feel like I want to give up, I just think about her and it keeps me from doing so. You have to find something worth getting up and fighting for that's going to fan your flame, that's going to keep you motivated, that's going to keep you gassed up so that you can go. And for me, that's my daughter. Her innocence and her purity and her just, being so young and, being childlike reminds me that that's essentially what we're doing is we're playing and never to lose sight of that inner child.
I keep practicing, I keep bettering my craft, I just keep at it. Don't give up on it. Don't let it sit there. Just keep going at it. Keep going, and then maybe you will get the part.
Everyone is an artist. Everyone is trying to tell the story that they want to tell, that they feel, that they've experienced. And when it comes to casting, I think that they're looking for the actor who fits the story in their mind that they've already envisioned. You know, if you are doing the work, if you are practicing your craft, if you are honest in your performance, that's all you can do. It's not about me. If I don't get picked for a role, if I don't get a callback, you know, it wasn't about me. It wasn't for me. It wasn't about me. And you always wish them the best of luck finding the right person to tell that story. Because all of us cannot be portrayed everywhere. We cannot tell everybody's story. We can only tell the specific stories that are, I believe, true to us.